Hello, good morning and welcome to all of you. My name is Anthony Canal and together with Xavi Canal, both co-owners of INTERFLEX, will be guiding you through this presentation of our company and products during the next few minutes. INTERFLEX is a Spanish-based company. We are located in Montcada i Reixac, a small city in the surrounds of Barcelona. The company was founded a long time ago in 1967 and the company continues to be family-owned. We are specialized in cable protection and management systems that we produce here in Montcada. We are the only Spanish manufacturer of a cable protection system made of polyamide, and we are as well one of the main producers of cable tray systems in the Spanish market. We also have a long-standing tradition for exporting those manufactured products with a wide presence in the international markets. Actually, we sell our products in 48 countries in 5 continents. INTERFLEX provides a close relationship to its customers because we are family owned and we tend to be very tightly connected with our customers. Both Xavi and I belong to this second generation of the company, and that shows the commitment of INTERFLEX to go further and further. We actually have a very ambitious plan to growth in the next 5 years, and for this reason we've done very big investments in our facilities on these last 2 to 3 years. We would also like to remark that the customer-oriented value is very critical in our company approach, as well as our honesty, compromise, competence, and our consciousness about the environmental change. INTERFLEX renewed completely its offices, production and secondary warehouse in 2020. The surface for this amounts to a total of 17,000 square meters. INTERFLEX has as well a logistics center that is completely automated in the same industrial state and that reaches 5,000 square meters to secure a fast service, and has also additional logistics centers in Spain in other such cities as Madrid and Bilbao. Our branch company stays in Colombia for service and deliveries into the Central and South American markets. We are one of the few producers in the world of a complete polyamide flexible conduit system. The main objective of this product is to protect the electrical cables from mechanical and environmental hazards. Xavi will now explain you the main features of these very versatile products.
The first advantage is the extreme ease of installation. To install the conduit, you just need to insert the conduit inside the fitting, which gives an already high IP66 protection degree. To release it, you just need to push the release ring, twist the conduit and pull. In case you need to increase the protection against the ingress of water, you can increase to IP68, IP69, simply adding an O-ring and a sealing gasket. This simple solution is possible thanks to the specially patented profile of our conduits, unique on the market. This gives complete protection against dust and water, increasing the safety of the equipment. The special connectors design ensures a 360-degree retention of the conduit, increasing pull-out resistance and better behavior for dynamic applications.
Some customers ask us why we do have such a big amount of conduits in our catalog. What can you say about this, Xavi?
Well, the advantage of having such a wide range is that we can propose the best solution for the customer's needs. For example, depending on the mechanical requirements of the installation, we have different impact and compression resistant values, as well as models for static or dynamic applications, such as robots. This gives them a broad application range.
We will give you 3 real application examples that showcase the advantages of this product range.
Exactly. The first is a solar power plant. This type of energy is having a big boom at the moment.
Here we have an example of an installation made in Colombia in El Paso power plant.
These installations suffer high UV radiation level, which is a concern for most engineers, as ultraviolet radiation tends to destroy plastics after a few years. Even though our black conduits ensure a correct UV resistance, there is no specific test or assay for UV resistance on the standard for flexible conduits, EEC 61386. For this reason, we at INTERFLEX have drawn upon the North American standard UL 746C, which tests the outdoor resistance of plastic materials, being the only manufacturer of flexible protection systems for industrial purposes with a certificate for ultraviolet resistance for conduits. Search for the F1 classification and the UL 746 logo. This means that the conduit model has been tested and certified for outdoor resistance, keeping its mechanical and physical characteristics intact. There are a few models with this homologation because there are different versions for increasing crash resistance and also a specific model, PPT, able to be installed in extreme environments with extremely low or high humidity levels. For example, permanently lower than 20% or higher than 80%.
Another application where polyamide conduits are highly popular are windmills.
The reason is that polyamide is inherently corrosion resistant, which means that conduits and accessories will not be affected by aggressive environments, such as offshore installations with a high saline concentration.
Xavi, there's a good reason to install polyamide conduits instead of other types of plastics. Why is that?
Yes, that is because all our INTERFLEX products are made of polyamide, which means that they are halogen-free. There are different fire or burning ratings according to UL 94 norm, from HB to V0. But all conduits are self-extinguishing, which increases the installation safety in case of a fire. Moreover, polyamide conduits have a broader temperature range, going as low as -50 degrees, -40 being the standard, and as high as 105 degrees Celsius, with the possibility to increase up to 120 and 150 for a short term.
This topic about fire brings us to another area where polyamide systems have been increasingly gaining popularity, the railway industry.
This is one of the most challenging sectors. The fire requirements for plastic or flammable materials in general are very demanding. They need to comply with specific norms such as the European standard N45545. Generation of smoke and its opacity are controlled in order to provide the highest safety standard in the industry. If all these different options are not enough, we also have a complete range of metal conduits, which provide a higher mechanical resistance and withstand extremely high temperatures. It's made full of metal and offer also ground connection.
Let's introduce the other main product range that we produce here in Moncada y Reixac. If your customers need to route their cables, look no further. We have the multi-via cable trays to support you.
And it has two different versions. We have the VIATEC sheet steel cable trays and the VIAFIL wire mesh cable trays. The VIAFIL trays are extremely versatile and can be shaped to properly adapt to different installations on site without the need of special accessories, simply cutting some of the wires and bending the tray. You can do curves, inside bends, outside bends, derivations, and you can do so using the wire cutters. We have versions mechanical like this one, or we have also electro-hydraulic versions. There are many accessories that don't need additional bolts or nuts. You simply bend some of the tabs and fix the tray. They are called InstaFix, just like our new VIAFIL InstaFix, for which you don't need any bolts. You just click one length of the tray with the other, like so.
This InstaFix system reduces the installation time by approximately 70% compared with a standard system. This is really especially important in big projects where time is very critical.
The other system, the VIATEC sheet steel cable trays, are also self-coupling, even though they need to add a few bolts to ensure the connection. You just need to approach one tray length to the other, lift one of the sides, insert the self-coupling part and lower the side again. The VIATEC trays also have a wide range of accessories like curves, bends, derivations, but it shares many of the equipment with the VIAFIL trays.
You should check if there are any local regulations in your country in order to use one model or the other. But one of the main criteria to correctly select the tray is the corrosion resistance, depending on the environmental conditions of the installation.
For example, for indoor applications, we use either Sensimir or Z3 electrozinc plating, depending whether you are using VIATEC or VIAFIL cable trays. Our VIAFIL trays with HR high resistance coating alternative to hot dip galvanized, are used inside the windmill towers. This surface treatment, classified as Class 8 according to the EC 61537, have an extremely good corrosion resistance, which means the air generator can be installed offshore. This finish is also widely used on solar power plants, thanks to its extremely good outdoor resistance.
We also have this special edge-air finish with our VIATEC cable trays. And this is a world premiere on the cable tray market. As it happened with our ViaFill HR, INTERFLEX is a pioneer and the only manufacturer right now selling a valid alternative to the hot dip galvanized for this type of tray.
This new finish has many advantages over hot dip galvanized, including a higher corrosion resistance, up to 7 times compared with standard galvanization, a better surface finish, and more ecologically friendly treatment process, with less energy consumption, less carbon dioxide emitted, and with no harmful substances that make it 100% recyclable. An EPD or Environmental Product Declaration is available for the raw material. These type of certifications are more and more demanded, especially on the construction and civil engineering sectors. In this sense, INTERFLEX has become the first cable tray manufacturer to have obtained the declared environmental label. As its name indicates, this certification declares which components are present in our cable trays and whether or not they contain substances that could be considered to be harmful either for people or for nature. This label also indicates if a product is recyclable or not. Our ViaFill and ViaTEC cable trays are red list free, which means that they do not contain any substance or concern and are 100% recyclable.
Other finishes where our multi-via cable trays can be used include stainless steel, which is worked preferably for the food industry, on areas where a direct contact with food means that they have to be cleaned very regularly. It's also needed for really extreme saline environments. We have this finish available in IC304 or IC316 versions.
To complement the products described previously, we also have a complete range of cable glands in polyamide, nickel-plated brass, and stainless steel. EMC and ATEX environment options for increased safety and explosion-proof areas are also available.
These last couple of years, we have heavily invested in our new company facilities to fulfill our mid to long-term company strategy that is based in a big growth in the main international markets. Thank you for your attention. If you have any further questions, you can contact our export department that will attend you with pleasure.